Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and today I thought I would give you a little tour of my apothecary, share some of the little things that make it special and fun to me, and just kind of show you around. So welcome. I'm going to be filming this today by myself with kind of one hand, so this is gonna be interesting. So first, I found this really freaking cool shelf piece at this local place in my area. It's like a consignment place where they have old and rad pieces of furniture. So this was a really cool find. I originally wanted to get an apothecary desk, like more of a wooden desk that I could work at, and that's actually why I went to go to this place, because this desk that I use is glass and you can kind of see the metal under it, and it's just not that sexy. I wanted something a little bit more earthy, but I found this piece and so I fell in love with it and I was immediately like, yes, yes, yes. Such a rare and beautiful find. You can see all these amazing cool carvings in it and the detail work in the side. It's gorgeous. It makes me feel like I'm just an old medicine woman in my little apothecary, so I love it. So I'm going to show you around my shelves and show you some things that make my apothecary feel homey, feel special, feel magical, and just share some of my, magical fairy dust. So I'm going to start down here in this bottom corner. You can see these little bottles here. Ever since I've been a little girl, I've been obsessed with just beautiful glass ornate bottles. My grandmother used to put me in the bathtub and she would give me like little perfume bottles and little like shampoo bottles from hotels, and I would fill them with water and pour them into the bathtub and pretend like I was making potions and stuff. So there's just something I love about beautiful bottles. So this one I have here, I have filled with some lavender, and then this one has cardamom in it. And I think these, actually this one and this one were originally little honey jars. So it's fun to, when you're purchasing things, not only purchase them for like what's inside, but also just notice like, oh, is this a cool container that I can recycle and make into something beautiful and fun and enjoy it. So these were little honey jars. So yeah, and then I have rose petals in this one. So this one is one of my favorites. This is sacred water from a natural spring in Ireland that I went to and did a ceremony at with some sister priestesses back in 2019. So we captured some of the water a little bit and I brought it home, and I just love having it on my altar, love looking at it, and love feeling the spirit of Ireland just with me at my apothecary. So yay! Just to see little bottles of things everywhere, just like I said, makes me happy and gives me that herbal apothecary feeling. I also have some bottles I have over here that I found at a consignment place, actually the same place that I found the shelves. Just like old thrift stores and places where they have cool glass stuff. I think this might be like an olive oil container or something, but I love that one. I also found this one there that has this cool little lid. So I haven't put anything in them. I actually bought them to put cordials in. Cordials are herbal infused alcohol, which are fun to make for the holidays and stuff, but I don't drink a lot, so I haven't really been using them. But I'm sure I'll find another use for them. So those are hanging out over here for right now, just because I wanted to show you and just give you that little tip. It's super cool for apothecary vibes to just find, little glass bottles and jars and things that, an old apothecary would have to store herbs and potions and stuff. That kind of stuff just makes me happy. The other thing I really love doing with my sacred spaces, whether it be my apothecary or my altar, is really bringing in the elements, fire, water, earth, and air, into the whole altar. So water obviously could be sacred water or like a fountain or a water feature. Fire might be like a candle or herbs that are associated with the sun. Air could be like feathers, and then earth, really easy, you know, plants, herbs, anything like that. So I really love bringing in the 4 elements into my apothecary and into my sacred spaces as well. So here on the bottom shelf, we'll stick with the bottom shelf. Here you can see I just have a collection of like some different sage bundles, some cedar bundles, a mugwort bundle that a friend gave me, feather, a rose that was gifted to me by a friend. So just I like having dried, wrapped up herbs and feathers and different things that just connect me with the elements. I'll show you a couple of them because they're so pretty. So this is one that I got in Colorado in this little town called, I think it was called Idaho Falls or Idaho Springs, with my friend Desiree at this beautiful handmade soap shop. I think this is actually cedar, not sage, but I just thought it was so beautiful with these flowers. Let's see. This one is sage and was gifted to me by a good friend of mine for, I think, my birthday a couple years ago. Yeah, that one's sage. These are so beautiful. It even has like a little crystal on it. So just love these. A cool feather I found. I think it's a hawk's feather actually. These are some cedar bundles that I made. I went on a ceremony retreat with some female friends of mine, and the property had all these amazing cedar trees. So I asked the cedar trees for permission, harvested some cedar, and then also we had roses at our ceremony. So I took some of the rose petals, wrapped them up with the cedar, and dried them out, and would love to burn these again one day with that same group of women. That would just be really, really special. So anyways, I have those there too. This is a nice bundle of mugwort that my friend Haley made. And this is a little baby sage bundle that I made with just some like random sage leaves that came off a plant that I have. So that's that. So the next pieces I want to share are art pieces by a woman named Lawn Art. This piece over here, which is all about, it's called Remembrance. So it's about remembering your ancestors and remembering the lineage of your soul. That's how I feel whenever I see it. When I first saw it, I have Native American roots on my mom's side. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, that just feels like, it felt like ancestral remembrance to me. So I have that there. And I believe this one is joy or something like joy. I just love the coloring of it. It's so beautiful. It's one of my favorite pieces that I have. It's just so fun, joyful, just feels good. So I have, just some art pieces up there that make me feel good. And then these rainbow pieces that you'll see, this piece, and actually this piece too, and this piece hanging up here. These are all my own artwork. So I just love making art and painting and have been doing a lot of it over the last few years. So I think there's just something so special about creating your own art and putting it up in your sacred space in your home. For me, this space is like a space where I can come to, I can feel inspired, I can feel juicy, I can like drop into my own internal world and do the things that I love to do and just be in the creative flow. And for me, there's just something so important and powerful about having that for yourself, even if it's your nightstand or a little space somewhere that's just yours, a shelf or whatever, somewhere that you can come, that you can look at and feel like you're being just invigorated with positive energy, faith, you know, just all the good things that you want to feel. So that's what this space is to me. So yeah, I love having art. For me, having art is definitely a key part in feeling joyful and in a juicy space. Okay, so I want to show you my little potions now. You see here on this top shelf, I just have some beautiful handmade elixirs by a couple companies. Just like I said, I love having little bottles of things, just seeing the little sizes and shapes in the bottles and just knowing they have little magic potions inside of them makes me happy. So I'm going to show you a couple of the ones up here. So the first two are from a company called Kedua that I worked with for a year. She makes ormus and she makes some other just amazing, beautiful magic medicines and tinctures. So this one is called the Pinyon Pineal. It's the pine needle, twig, resin, and cone made into a tincture with crystallized salts of pine. So it's really cool the process that she does with this. It's called a spagyric. She tinctures the plant, then she burns the plant matter and creates a crystal from it, and then she takes a hydrosol of the plant and puts that in with the tincture and the crystal. So it's literally, she takes out all the different parts of the plant and does alchemy in different ways and then brings them all back together. This is like liquid tree in your mouth. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have some right now because I can't resist. If I can get it open with one hand and two knees. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, well, this is the Pinyon Pineal from Kedua. It's amazing. Okay, the next one is the Leo Spagyric. I am a Leo and my moon is a Leo, my sun is Leo, so just feel very connected to Leo energy. This is the Leo Spagyric, also known as flying lion juice. We sometimes call it flying lion juice. This has chamomile, eleuthero, ginkgo biloba, St. John's wort, mandarin hydrosol, and some stevia birch bark extract to sweeten it up. Oh, this one's so good. It's like liquid sunshine, I would call it. Let me see if I can get this one open. Nope, this is a two-handed job. Oh, nope, I got it. Okay. And just look at that beautiful color. Mm. Oh, it's so good. I love chamomile. Chamomile is one of my favorites. So the second thing I recommend you bring into your apothecary decor is your magic potions, whether that be your potions or someone else's or any companies that you love. Put them on your shelves, put them out so that you can see them. I really just enjoy seeing them, seeing and feeling the different energies of the different makers and creators and just all the love that went into creating these. So I love to display them and just see them. For me, that's part of the healing, is getting to see the medicine. So I have a couple more from Anima Mundi Herbals. Highly recommend her magic. So I have this one, a Viridum Elixir. This is for cleansing, detoxifying, and alkalinizing. So these are really fun to make mocktails with or to just add a little bit to your water. So I have that one. I have this one. This is the Curum. This is the Beauty Elixir, anti-inflammatory and vitamin C. This one is super fun. I love mixing this with mocktails. Oh, it's so good. Or even just water, just a punch of vitamin C. Then the last one I have is the Euphoria. Oh, it's so delicious. Spirit Elixir for joy and ecstasy. I think it's also an aphrodisiac. So this one is really beautiful too. You can see I've had most of this, more of this than the other ones. This went fast. So these are three more that I have. And then I have two from Mythic Medicine, who I love. And if you're around on my channel a lot, you've heard me talk a lot about her. So this one is Redwood Tip Elixir. This is Redwood Tip tinctured with honey, I believe. Yeah, honey. Wildcrafted redwood spring tips, vodka, and honey. Oh my gosh, talk about a tree tincture when you eat it or when you take it. It's just like energy of trees, energy of redwoods. It just feels so good, so grounding, so earthy. I love the forest. I love trees, so I love this one. And then I also have this reishi mushroom tincture from Mythic Medicine as well. So reishi is revered in China as the mushroom of immortality associated with spiritual well-being, physical potency, success, and long life. So this one's really cool. When I first had this one, I don't know if you've ever watched Fantastic Fungi, the documentary on fungus and mushrooms, but I felt the mycelium, I feel like, moving through my whole body. It was such a cool experience. So love Mythic medicine, love these medicines. Yeah, so these are the fun ones that I have out to just enjoy and see when I'm in my apothecary. And then I almost forgot, I have 2 others from Anima Mundi that I love to look at as well. They're right here. This beautiful rose powder that I love using in a rose mushroom latte, and then this blue lotus tea, which is just, oh, the dried blue lotus. It's so beautiful. I bought it for skin magic, but also just the blue lotus is really associated with the crown chakra and spirituality and like divinity. And so I'm actually just going to show you because it's so special. Okay, so this is the blue lotus from Anima Mundi. Oh, you can see the petals of the blue lotus in there. Oh my gosh, it has such a special smell. So I really want to use this. I've made it as tea before. Look at that color. I made it as tea, but I also really want to use it for skin. Although, you know, this is an ounce of the blue lotus, and I typically use about an ounce of herb for one like herbal body oil batch. So I don't want to empty this all out in one go, but just having it here is so special to me. And even just possibly making like a blue lotus latte, I think that would be freaking delicious. Yep, that's happening. Speaking of herbal lattes, I just went and I made a chamomile latte. Oh my God, why have I not done this before? That's so good. Again, we're talking about our shelves and what is great for Apothecary Decor. Something else really special that I have that I love to show you is this. Do you see the little deer and baby deer? Oh my God, I love deer so much. So when I was going through old photographs of my parents, I found this. It was actually a holiday card that my parents sent out the year that they got married, which I wasn't born. My parents were married for 10 years before I was born. And so I found this card. It was a holiday card with a picture of them at their wedding. And it's just so special to me. Like, I don't have a lot of memories of my parents together because they divorced when I was 2. So this is just a really, really special piece. I love the little deer and the mama. It's just so sweet, and it's just complete forest vibes for me. So I love to keep that right up here, front and center. I love deer medicine. I love deer. So I love, love, love that piece. Okay, so I'm just going to tilt you over here so that you can see my shelves. So the thing about this is a really cool scarf that my husband got from his travels in Madagascar, but I keep it hung up here because I have a lot of herbal oils going. And if you've ever worked with oils before, you probably know that the sunlight actually disintegrates the oil, so it can make it go bad faster. So when I have oils in here, and I'm not working in here and I don't need access, I try to hang this up just to keep more light out, to keep my oils from going bad, keep as much light out as I possibly can until I can get some sort of like a wooden piece with doors closing. That would be my ideal. So anyways, we'll take this off now so that you can see what's going on. Okay. So you can see what I got going on inside my little apothecary right now. So here's a couple of, this is St. John's wort oil that I have from Mythic Medicine. I mentioned her already. St. John's wort oil is the one oil that I don't make because you have to make it with fresh plant in order to get this gorgeous red color. So I have not made this because I don't have access to the fresh plant. So I just go to Mythic Medicine and she hooks it up. And this oil is so amazing for healing the nerves. And I have a little bit of a nerve healing going on my leg right now. So I have 2 bottles of this, one for my mom because it really helps with sciatica. And then, okay, so I have these they're like little beauty bombs. I used calendula, which is good for skin tightening. I used chamomile, which is used for smoothing out the skin. And then I used hibiscus, which is, I guess, like the Botox of the flowers, which I learned just through Google education. So I infused calendula, hibiscus, and chamomile into jojoba oil and then mixed it with beeswax to firm it up and make this little, I like to call it like a beauty serum, or like a beauty facial serum. You can use it on your lips as chapstick, lip gloss, or I like to just put it kind of on the corners of my eyes. I get a little bit of eczema right here on the side of my eyes, so I just kind of like to put it, anywhere where there's like wrinkles or any spots or anything, and just like putting it on the outside of my eyes. That's kind of how I like to do it. So this is one that I made recently. I've got my Herbal infused oils in here. Again, I keep them in this bag just to keep out any extra light that I possibly can. So I'll show you some that I have. This is elderflower oil. Let's see. This is chamomile oil. Let's see. This is comfrey, a beautiful color. I've got, what is this? Not labeled, huh? Hibiscus, that's what this is, hibiscus oil. And all that at the bottom is all the red, right? Like you can see it coming up. Oh, but when you shake it and when it all mixes together, it's bright, beautiful red. That's hibiscus. I can't label right now because my right wrist is fractured, so I'm right-handed, so I can't write right now. And then this is rose oil, which is like this amazing color, right? And then I have another guy of elderflower in here just because it didn't all fit in that one bottle. So I have those going on. Let's see, down here I have some more bottles. These beautiful bottles that my husband got me for my birthday. I just love them so much. They're fun to put plants in, they're fun to put oils in, they're fun to put cordials in. I think they're just beautiful to look at too. And then down here I have a bunch of other medicines. I have some salves that I've made, rose calendula salve. I have a hibiscus salve over here. And then these are just other bottles of oils that I have. Oh, I have oat straw oil that I made, just a little bit of it. A couple more salves, elderflower, chamomile, and then this is rose elderflower chamomile. So those are fun. Just have those waiting until I find an owner for those. And then down there, you can see all my herbs. I have a much bigger stash somewhere else, but it's just fun to have the plants, fun to look at them. I have comfrey, have elderflower, have some lavender, rose hips, rose petals. This is arnica, calendula back there. Elderberries are good if you've ever made elderberry syrup. I have some mullein back there, a horsetail, juniper berries. Oh my God, if you've never smelled juniper, holy crap, the berries smell amazing. Yeah, that's a little tour of my apothecary. I'm sure I could have done a lot better job if I had help, but I hope this inspired you to just create, a beautiful space for yourself that feels earthy and yummy. Get some plants, get some medicines, get some cool bottles, bring your herbs out. I really feel like whatever visually makes you happy and excited, right? Like for me, that's wood, that's plants, that's bottles, that's seeing the different textures of the herbs, that's different trinkets that mean a lot to me, that's, having life, having different plants around. Yeah, so I hope that was fun and helpful for you, and I hope you get inspired to create a little space for yourself, whether it's an apothecary or whether it's just your own cool, funky, fun space that inspires you to get creative and enjoy life. Because really the visuals for me that I surround myself with really hugely impact my internal world and how I feel. So hence why I'm wearing a funfetti sweater and a magic crown. So have a beautiful day. Thanks for being here. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when I post videos on Thursdays, or if it's not Thursday, it's at least every week. So yeah, thanks for being here. Again, I'm Erin, and look forward to seeing you next week on the next video. Lots of love, and post in the comments if you have questions or if you have a apothecary space of your own tips, your own thoughts, your own ideas. I would love to hear from you and connect. Okay,